Hello everyone. In today's video, I want to talk about how to use feedback as a guide. And now, in our day-to-day lives, there is feedback being bombarded at us constantly, and our body tries to do a good job of, filtering all of that out. However, sometimes it might filter out too much to the point where we ignore very important things that occur to us in our day-to-day lives that may keep us from developing and moving forward as individuals in various areas of our lives. And now there are three sort of areas that I've identified, main areas of feedback that I use and that you can use to see how you're doing in these different areas and how you can maybe start to improve, adapt, and overcome these different situations based off the feedback that you receive. And now these three areas are personal, professional, and physical. And with these, it kind of is a very nice broad amalgamation of the different senses that you have within your body and the way you perceive these as well. And so when we get into what these are, personal, professional, and physical, it relates to, when it comes to personal, it relates to your relationships with people, whether it be someone close to you, like family member or close friend, or a stranger, someone you just see down the street, a store clerk, whoever. The way these people react to you says a lot about who you are as a person. If these people are very warm and empathetic towards you, they like talking to you, they like seeing how you're doing, all these things, it means that they have a very positive relationship with you and that they enjoy being around you and your personality clicks very well with them. However, if they are very cold, combative, argumentative, they don't respect you or anything of the sort, it means that there is a bit of a dissonance when it comes to their personality and your personality. And now, with this, you can know that you have to do one of two things. Either you can find a way to adapt to them, to their personality, but that doesn't compromise your own values, morals, and beliefs, or you know that relationship isn't one worth maintaining and it's time to distance yourself and try to align yourself with other people. And this is very important to say if you're in a group of friends that your ideas don't quite match, you find you have to be a bit of a different person to be around them, or you kind of like them, they're good people, but they're not people that you really want to seek out. And on top of that, they don't necessarily seek out to hang out with you, but every now and again it kind of happens. That is very good feedback to know that those group of people aren't necessarily the right people. If you have to change yourself and go against your own beliefs, and there's no gain for you to do that, and I mean real gain for you to do that, then it's not quite the group of people to be around. And so it's time to go out and try to find new people who you mesh with better, that all those problems are no longer there and you can be yourself and they can be themselves and there's no sort of conflict there, there's no dissonance, there's only alignment. Okay, and so when it comes to personal, that is all feedback that you can use to analyze a situation and say, are my relationships healthy? Am I as an individual someone who even strangers enjoy talking to? Do I leave a good mark on any sort of room I walk into? These are all very important things and things to be very aware of, because being able to leverage that positively only has very good benefits in your life going forward. And so now, once we have the personal, we get to the professional. And with the professional, this refers to more so what you can do for people in some sort of professional sense. So whether it be that you're a fitness coach, you're a teacher, engineer, whatever, the impact you can have on your field is your feedback. Is it a positive impact, or are you not really getting by? And so to be aware of how there is the cause and effect within your professional sphere is extremely important. Can you produce results? And to be very aware of this is very important, because you can then sit and say, okay, I'm strong in this area, but I'm lacking in this. How can I improve this? So an example is, say you're a coach. A lot of coaches are very knowledgeable on what to do. However, one key problem that they may experience is that they may not be very good at communicating that. And there's a bit of a dissonance when it comes to what they're telling their clients and what the clients understand. So they might be telling them a whole bunch of cues, they might have the best program for them, but if not able to communicate it properly, communicate how to do the exercises properly, the client's not going to progress as well. They're not going to get the why of it. They're not going to get the how of it. And then it's not going to be a positive relationship. So while you, as a coach, you may be able to write great programs for people and be able and know that you can get them results. If you find that you're having an issue communicating with people as a professional, that is feedback for you to know, okay, I need to rework that. However, this requires a high level of sort of awareness on the feedback that you're getting throughout your day-to-day. And so being aware of things that you can improve on professionally will help strengthen your strengths, but also start to build up your weaknesses to the point where they may even become your strengths. You see it all the time where people say, oh, public speaking, for example, used to be my weakness. I used to be, terribly afraid of going up and speaking in front of people, to the point where they did it so much to now it excites them to go up on stage and speak in front of hundreds or thousands of people. So that to them was feedback that they looked to improve upon, adjust, and pivot on. And now lastly, there is physical feedback. And this physical feedback are things that we feel with our senses. One of the great things about being a human is that, we may have the same sensory organs as most other animals. However, we have the ability to cognitively perceive them as at a higher level. So it's not just, oh, I feel this way. It's like, okay, I can understand why I feel this way, how I've gotten myself into this position, and how I can get myself out of this position. So say you feel depressed. People think that depression is the cause, but it's more of a symptom of a bad situation, whether it be a bad living situation, relationships, you're not doing something meaningful and purposeful in your life, anything of the sort. It's a symptom of that, and it is how you feel given that situation. It is feedback. And to sit there and say that, oh, this just kind of happens and I'm just gonna, play video games, smoke weed, drink, do all that nonsense, and think that that is a great way for you to, keep on going in your life. Well, that's just you blatantly ignoring feedback that is going on in your life. And it's the same thing with anxiety, stress, mood swings, anything of the sort. All of that you feel within your body is just feedback. And when you see it as feedback, you don't really see it as like a positive or negative. It's just information that you can then use. And if you're aware of it, and you're aware of it as just feedback, you can then very objectively sit there and say, okay, what can I start to do about this? As opposed to saying, oh my God, like this is terrible in my life, blah, 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 and get all sad and miserable about it. And then this also extends into, say, if you're training or if you're dieting or anything of the sort, your body will tell you what it needs. So if you've been overtraining and you feel exhausted, fatigued, sore, joints are aching or anything of the sort, you know that you have to back off. This is feedback that you have to use. Or if you're eating foods that, they don't make you feel good, they make you bloat, they make you tired, they're just not helping you with your goals. You're not finding your body's improving in any sort of way. You're putting on weight or you're losing weight too quickly. That is also feedback that you can sit there very calmly and objectively to say, hey, what's going on? What am I doing wrong? And what can I do to improve this? And so with all of this is kind of what I've been using on myself as of late. It's being more intuitive with my training and my nutrition to say, okay, I've been trying X. The X has been making me feel Y. And then I can sit there and understand why this is and how to get out of this or improve it. So a good example is my hip. I tried a whole bunch of things, it didn't work, and now I needed to get imaging so that I can then see what's the problem, what's the necessary solution, and how can I move forward on that. And so within your life, you have a whole bunch of feedback that you're getting, and it is, in my opinion, important to be extremely aware of this and take note of as many things as possible without overwhelming yourself, so that you know how to improve yourself, how to position yourself in different situations, and then how to proceed with your life going forward. Are there any adjustments you have to make? Is there anything you have to do more of, less of, or completely pivot on? All this is just with feedback that goes on in your life. And I think to become aware of this feedback is what can allow you to truly move forward in your life in a meaningful and positive way, so that you're not compromising yourself, and you can live fulfilling. So I'm gonna leave this video here. I hope you got something out of this. And to not make myself a hypocrite on this, I would like to ask some feedback from any of you watching. Is there something that you want me to speak more about? Is there something that you're kind of not interested about? How is the quality? Everything, anything, any possible feedback that you can give me, I would absolutely love, because I am here to make content for you guys. I'm not here to make content for myself. So I want to share whatever is meaningful and impactful to all of you watching. So, and I appreciate you guys watching, and that's why I want to put this out there and say, please, any and all feedback is welcome. So thank you for watching up until the end, and I will see you in the next video.